What's up, YouTube? You know what time it is. It's your boy Big Will back with another video. Life after prison. Let's run it. Alright, people. It's just a little short video. Tell everybody Happy Memorial Day. This is the day when we give a shout out to it's usually for veterans, but it really goes for anybody that's passed on, really, you know. We think about good times we had, bad times we had, you know, things in life that come our way, you know. But first thing that comes to mind about this video with being in line with the channel is you don't want to get locked up on a Friday with a long weekend like this one. First of all, there's no courts open on Monday, so right there you're screwed. You got to sit inside the police department. Depends on where you are, you know. Where I'm at, we have a place excuse me, we have a place called Ash Street. It's in New Bedford, Mass. But we have a place where it's called Ash Street. It's a central booking for the overnighters or weekends. They hold them for southeast Mass in the Bristol County area, you know. Fall River, New Bedford, Dartmouth. I believe as far as Brockton down comes Wareham, Fairhaven, Swansea, Somerset, you know, things like that. Everybody goes to Ash Street. So 9 out of 10. Okay, so depending on how the weekend goes, okay, so Friday night you get locked up, and if Saturday's a busy day, like, they'll send you to Ash Street, you know what I'm saying, if it's a long weekend, just so they have the jail cells open for the police department, you know what I mean. There's not many jail cells in our police department. Our old police station had more, actually, but then we got a new police department, I don't know, probably 10 years ago maybe. And we ended up getting less cells, you know. So there's not many cells in our new police department, but so they'll send us to Ash Street, you know, or some of the smaller police departments, small cities or towns. They'll send them all to Ash Street, you know what I mean, for the weekend. So when you so if you go to Ash Street, it's a little bit more better, okay, because there's people around. You can talk to the inmates that are being you know, they're fighting their cases. They're waiting to be sentenced and shit like that. So you see other people inside the jail, okay? Ash Street is it's 4 levels, and it's a big square, you know, and there's all cells all around. But on the bottom half, there's like once you get to the square, there comes an L alley. We call it one alley, but when you're down on one alley, it's usually one alley or two alley. That's for the jailers. Okay, and jailers, we call them the weekend warriors. They come in for the weekend or whatever, you know, or they come in overnight, or whatever, shit like that. But if you're in a small city or something, a small town, and you get hit on a Friday night on a holiday weekend, it sucks, man, because you got to sit there in that little jail cell, which is usually a 4x7, right? Probably 4x6 usually. So yeah, it's usually about a 4x7 cell, You sit in. Now, mind you, when you go to prison, you're only in a 6x9, but you got a desk, you got a celly. You know, like I said, when you got Ash Street, there's jailers that come by. You know, so you're talking to people up on the tiers and stuff. You can yell out of your cell and talk up. You know, shit like that. So you get some conversation, some interaction. But when you're in the police department, there's nobody there unless, you know, like there's, you know, a couple other people that have gotten arrested over the weekend, that, you know, that night, that Friday, that Saturday, that Sunday. Monday's a holiday, so, you know, you're sitting there Monday and it goes into Tuesday, and it's just a long weekend. And I'll tell you, when you get hit with a weekend, when you get hit with a weekend thing and you got to sit in the police department, that one will give you a lot of self search, a lot of inner self searching. You know, you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, what the did I just do? You know, or if you did something stupid, you know, like if you, again, driving without a license, they're all things that can be avoided. You know, like you can have someone give you a ride. If it's not that bad, take an Uber. If it's not that bad, God gave you 2 good legs, use them. You know. But things like that, driving without a license, you know, if you got a curfew for probation, again, these are all things that you brought on yourself, you know what I'm saying? Again, I was one of the people, I always accepted my blame because I did it. I committed the crime, okay? So, you know, I wasn't one to, I ran one time from the cops. Let me erase that. So when I was younger, 17, 18, 20, if I got chased by the cops, yeah, I ran to try to get away, okay? But once I got caught, I accepted responsibility. It was my problem. I did it. I did the crime, right? But the very first time I ever tried to run, when the cops caught me, they gave me a beating. You know what I mean? Like, they gave me a beating because here I was, this kid, 17 years old, making the cops go on a foot chase where, of course, I dusted them. You know what I'm saying? They were older men. I dusted them, but once they cornered me in and I had nowhere to go, let's just say they dusted me. You know what I'm saying? But when you get that weekend bid in the police department, you got no interaction except for the police officer that comes around once an hour. You know, or unless you're yelling, oh, officer, can I get some TP? Can you flush my toilet? Which they're done every 15 minutes. You know, and if you're there on if you get picked up on a DUI or you're drunk and you're sleeping and you get people that sit there and they piss themselves and, then they got to sit there all weekend in that nasty clothes. Oh, it's horrible, and I've only had 3 weekend bids. 2 of them I went to Ash Street, like I said, but the one that I did in the police department, oh my God, I wanted to hang myself. And that's a metaphor for saying I was going stir crazy. I really didn't want to kill myself, but there's nothing unless you, like I said, you got the guy that's across from you that might, if nobody else gets arrested, you're there by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or you might get one person a couple cells down, and all you hear is the cops jingling, child, and their keys come rattling by, and shit like that. The only plus of being arrested, you get McDonald's for dinner, and then they'll give you McDonald's for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Egg McMuffin. But dinner, you only get a couple cheeseburgers. You know what I'm saying? Lunchtime, you're getting a couple cheeseburgers. That's it. You're lucky if you get 2, really. Depends on how many people are there again. Depends on how many they order, if they're going to pass them all out. But, so a little words to the wise, when it's a long weekend and you're going out partying and shit, think Think before you react and do something stupid and you get hooked up on that long weekend bid, you know? Because it sucks, man. It sucks, dude. And, you know, you don't want to be sitting in the police department with no movement. You don't get out, you don't go to rec, there's no movement. You're sitting in that cell for 3 days. No shower, no nothing, dude, you know. They give you a little drink from breakfast, your lunch and your dinner, and that's it, you know. And like, you gotta try and save it or drink water out of the sink. And if you're from Fall River, you know you don't want to drink the water out of the sink. But so with that, you know, this Memorial Weekend, like I said, it's about remembrance of people. And I want to give a shout out to all the people who have passed. You know, we got a opioid crisis running rampant in America. People dropping daily. You know, a lot of people, they go to jail, they get out on these weekends, they get a weekend of you know, kicking and clean, and next thing you know, you come out and you get high on Monday and they die, you know. So shout out to all the people who have did their time, you know, and got out of jail and died. But with that being said, it's Memorial Day weekend. Everybody have a good time. Don't get arrested on a holiday weekend. Use your head. Remember, say a prayer for anyone who's lost somebody. Rest in peace. You know, for all our dead friends and family members who have passed, veterans or not, rest in peace. And Memorial Day, let's have a nice cookout, everybody. Enjoy your family and friends. Make your day what it is. You know, it's like my clothing brand, Self-Made. You know, it's not only a brand, it's a lifestyle. Self-made products. It actually stands for self-made player, but let's just say the P can stand for anything you want it, but you're self-made in life. So whatever your circumstances are, don't blame them except for nobody on you. There's always change. There's always a way. There's always an answer. Just don't give up in life. Look for it. I went to the casino last night and had a good night. Just another little jackpot I hit. It's the second one in 8 days. But with that being said, let's have love and peace in this world. If you don't get along with somebody, just wash your hands with them. You don't need bad karma, bad energy in your life. Let's do good. When you're a good person, good things happen to you. When you do good, good things happen to you. I'm a true believer. You reap what you sow. You know, so if you're, you know, when I was doing my time in prison and stuff, and my days of running the streets, I paid the price, right? I reaped what I sow, you know what I'm saying? So, do good. Excuse me. Do good in life. Do good for you and your family, you know, and good things will happen to you. That being said, it's your boy Big Will. Life After Prison. Like and subscribe. Hit them buttons. Don't cost anything. It's helping me get the channel rolling. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed, and anybody that's new, I appreciate you. If you want to comment, leave your thoughts and comments. in the section below. And with that, have a safe and blessed weekend. Peace.